we could have
leave that.
We could have. Are we gonna leave that in?
Sure.
All right, cool.
You made that choice.
I don't give a shit. I've said way more offensive stuff on.
I can trade with a waterfall.
Oh, cool. Weird.
Don't worry about it.
I've said way more offensive stuff on Rage Select. Stuff that will absolutely bar me from being elected in a public office.
Yeah. Oh no, not your dream.
One of these days.
Someday.
One thing that I definitely want to do one day.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of want to run for public office.
No.
See how far I get.
It would kill you.
You don't know that. Maybe I'd kill it. I love all those Tumblr posts of like 2018 will wish it had killed me. I always appreciated that.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yep.
We made it through 2018.
Live out of spite.
Survive out of spite. Thrive out of spite. What is the best revenge? Living well.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, we talked about new games coming out.
Yes.
What's an old game that's kind of like one that nobody ever knows, nobody talks about, like a weird hidden gem that only you know about because you found it in like a bargain bin somewhere or something?
I mean, for me, Robot Alchemic Drive was a big one for me. I talked about that one at fucking length. One that it was had a fairly big release when it came out, but I actually think it's one of my favorite, probably my favorite giant monster related game ever made was War of the Monsters. It's a PlayStation 2 game, and the monsters, like, it had a really great mechanic where just it wasn't a traditional fighting game. You were running around a city, like a full-size city. You're able to climb any building, and there were tons of weapons just lying around. Like, you could pick up chunks of building and throw them. There were steel rods that could function as bats.
Nobody look, nobody look, nobody look, nobody look.
My hat is screaming!
That old lady's just like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Now he's tiny. Okay, whoa!
Oh, Jesus!
Well, I've lived a full life.
There we go.
So anyway, you can, some building parts become spears. You can impale your enemies.
Sure.
There were just a lot of mechanics. There's a cool, like adventure mode where each level was, like, inspired by a different old retro-style monster movie. There were lots of cool environmental effects, like, it was very funny. There was a kind of an analog to Tokyo called Tsunopolis, where there was a giant flying saucer just off the coast of the city.
Oh, sure.
If you climbed to the top of a building and targeted the flying saucer and threw an object at it, it would send a beam down into the ocean and create a tsunami. And if you had to be on top of a building in order to keep from getting hit by it, and then it would cause damage to all the other monsters in the area.
It's like a bad thing to do to that city.
Like, there's a giant gorilla, there's a giant lizard, there's a dragon, there's several robots.
Several.
It had this fun, and like, it was just a fun, cool, retro style, like, when I mean retro style, I mean, like, for example, the menu screen was a drive-in movie theater.
Nice.
So it had all those, it's the kind of thing where I'm like, I would love to see that remade and re-released.
That'd be fun.
Because it's kind of been forgotten about, and it was a really legitimately well-made game.
Oh, Jesus.
Honestly, one of the reasons why it was so good is because it didn't do all the things that Godzilla... Oh, I guess not. Just spirit of my dead wife.
Hello.
Hi! What? Why are we back here?
I think there's a reason to it, but I don't remember. I think maybe later you can fuse kinstone pieces with him or something.
Oh, weird.
Something like that.
He's definitely supposed to be a little bit of a Chinese stereotype.
A little bit.
But, you know... Yeah.
Yeah.
we're just gonna... One thing I have, and not to get too heavy, but we have done that before on this show, so bear with us. Is that I have noticed that while the Japanese do sometimes lean into stereotypes, and I'm not saying this excuses it, but it, more often than not, it doesn't come from a place of hatred. It just comes from a place of like, it comes from a place of like, well, that's how you identify this person as this race, or this, you know, and because for them, at least in my experience, Japanese tend to lean into their stereotypes as just part of their cultural identity. I'm not saying, and I may be talking completely out of my ass here. I want to preface by saying that.
I mean,
I'm also not excusing it. It's not okay.
I mean, there is legitimately like a lot of for real racism over there.
Oh,
so,
I know.
You know, it's like, maybe not for everyone. It's like that, but
it feels that way from a lot of creative perspectives. And creative people do tend to be a little more open-minded, a little bit, tend to be, not universally. Like, you know, I'm speaking from personal experience. A lot of the Japanese people that I know. What the hell is that?
little creature.
Little creature. Anyway. I mean, yeah, trust me, I do know. I have definitely run into some I've had some unfortunate conversations with some people I consider friends. It sucks, but you know what? It's hard to judge another culture, you know, based on your own personal standards, because, you know, that's why I always thought it was weird whenever, you know, like the whole Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell thing. I thought it was weird that, you know, you had videos of people, you know, on the street in Japan asking these people on the street, what do you think of Scarlett Johansson being cast as Ghost in the Shell, as the Major?
Right.
And they're like, well, it's a Hollywood movie. That's sort of what they do. And, I mean, she kind of looks like the Major. She's got the hair and these big eyes and stuff. And then I'm looking at that and I'm thinking... And so, of course, people would use that as a blanket defense.
Yeah, it's like, see, the Japanese don't care.
And it's like, that's not the issue, guys.
Yeah, people aren't mad because of how people in Japan will perceive this. The way that someone put it is that it's like, of course they don't care. It's not a Japanese issue. It's a Japanese-American issue.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It's an Asian-American issue.
Yeah, it's a problem for Asian Americans, specifically in this instance. Japanese Americans, like, it's not an issue for people in Japan. Like, you're asking the wrong people.
And it's because it's almost as though they're like,
that'd be like going to New York and being like, what do you think about the election in Texas? It's like, yeah, they don't care. There's no reason for them to care.
You know, actually is really funny. Malin! Honestly, where did Dad go this time? He's probably with that hussy! I leave it just a few minutes, and he locks up the ranch and takes off. There are horses in our house.
Yeah, when you talk to her, she sings that little note. It's so cute.
It's very cute.
It's upsetting.
Everything about this fucking game.
She's too cute.
Fuck this game.
Fuck this adorable game.
Anyway, the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. Wait, what was I saying? I'm talking about racism.
Great.
Cool. No. I just think that, yeah, you're right. It's a. Although it is funny, I did talk to a couple of my friends over there, and they were like, "Yeah, that whole thing with Beto and Cruz, we were hearing about that. Like, it was news here, just because it was such a big deal."
Well, dude, so our last night, so me and a friend of mine, Alicia, went to Japan this past October.
Yeah.
Our last night in Kyoto, we were like, hey, let's go to the slightly more like historical district in Kyoto and have like a really, really nice dinner.
Hell yeah.
We found a place. It was one of those like 7-course meal type dinners.
Oh yeah, I love those kind of things.
It was one of our big splurges for the trip, and we were there, and we had our own like little room, which it's not exactly private. It's just there's a sliding, paper door. And we could tell that there were other people outside sitting at the more bar area, and they were speaking English. So, we're just like, cool, some other, like, English speakers out there.
Were they native English speakers, or were they Japanese?
Native.
Okay, gotcha.
Like,
interesting.
Clearly foreign American speakers.
Right, gotcha.
But as we were leaving, like, they must have overheard me and Alicia talking a little bit and talking to our hostess.
Oh, hey, how
Here's
you
the
doing?
butterfly.
Oh, she's so pretty. Welcome to the adventure stream. I have need of many rupees. I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Take all my money, I love you.
Is that how you flirt?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Noted.
It hasn't worked yet.
I was gonna say it works a lot.
Got a big wallet.
Wallet, you were saying.
So, they must have kind of overheard us talking the way that we could overhear them talking, because there's just paper between us, basically.
Sure.
And as we were leaving, they kind of look over their shoulder and they're like, oh, hey, Texas. And we were like, yeah. Like, they heard us saying that we were from Texas. They were like, Beta? And we were like, yes.
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 Oh, yes.
And they were like, good.
Good. Yeah, that's really funny, actually. That's really cool. I remember, I think that, Beto, definitely, it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. I don't want to get too, specific on Texas politics, but, excuse me.
Yeah, I forget where they said they were from, but yeah, it was cool.
I met some, I was sitting next to some American Republicans when I was having dinner one night, and I could hear them, centrist. I know.
I could say something and I'm gonna not.
Well, let's not burn too many bridges.
No.
But I just remembered, I sort of, on my way out, I sort of made a joke about how, like, look, I'm from Texas, but I don't remember exactly what I said, but basically we sort of were.
Is this where it just was?
I think so. We all just kind of laughed about the fact that even though we're like something, I don't remember. My point was that I could hear them talking about this shit, and on the one hand I was like, oh, it's nice to hear familiar accents and voices, and on the other hand I was like, no. I wanted to get away from this.
Could have been better, though.
They were perfectly friendly. Just for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
So, you know what is funny? A friend of mine did bring up an interesting point with regards to, the whole race-changing thing. Because I saw Battle Angel, Alita.
Right.
The movie.
Oops.
Whoa.
My bad.
I thought it was very good. That was very well done. Nice multicultural film too. Lots of different.
Am I supposed to go back to the Minish Woods? It's almost like
I don't know.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
I wasn't either.
Shocker.
That's fine.
Anyway,
We'll figure it out.
keep talking.
Regardless of that, I thought it was very well made. It was very faithful to the manga. But I did notice that one of the prominent Japanese, actually Japanese named characters from the manga was changed to a white guy, and he's like one of the main characters. He's a very good actor. It was that German guy. What's his name? He was in Inglourious Bastards.
But it's not a great look.
It's not, which is really unfortunate considering how multicultural the movie is. I mean, it seems like one of those situations where James Cameron probably just wanted to work with this guy and thought that he looked enough like Daisuke Ido. Oh, the little things. Oh, that's really cute.
Otherwise, I will drown.
Yes. Yeah, so it's one of those things where you're trying to reconcile, like, oh man, it's this kind of multicultural, like, because that's the point of the movies, of the story, of the manga's universe is very multicultural.
Yeah.
Very intentionally so. And it's a very multicultural film, and it's a very well made film, but you're sort of struggling a little bit because you feel like you have to square that circle. You know what I mean?
Kind of like, well, Yeah. It's... I mean, it's one of those issues where it's like, is this good? Is this bad? It's like, well, it's a little bit of both. Like,
I can't sit on my throne anymore. Because I have to move for you. Just in case you come stumbling through here.
no.
Yeah, I personally have taken the stance that,
Alright, talk to me, Hat.
Elemental Sanctuary, find the star with the elemental power. Elemental Sanctuary. Hyrule Castle! Well,
Wasted a lot of time
it's
here
almost
today.
an entire episode, or like half of one.
Cool.
Anyway,
It's almost like I should pay more attention.
I'm of the opinion that progress is a curve, is on a curve graph, and you have to praise progress where you find it, but don't completely write it off because it doesn't meet your exact specifications.
Yeah.
You know, which is hard sometimes because it ah.
But that edge is close.
Yeah, no shit, right? You know, it's just, god damn it. It's just one of those things where, you know, you want to be demanding and you want to be firm on this sort of stuff. But I feel like when you write off an entire thing based on something that it didn't, you know, I don't know.
I mean, there are definitely times where something might be, I think, egregious enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, you can just write that off.
I would say that Ghost in the Shell movie is one of those things because not only does it have that issue of the casting, it's also just not very good. Extra points against it.
But, yeah, I don't know. I with a lot of things in that regard, I'm like, it's not really a black and white thing. It's not, you know, good or bad and only those, you know, it's like there's a lot of gray areas with that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know.
And I agree.
You know, you can like something and not think it did very well at doing something, or, you know.
Like, I think a great example, I mean, is going back and watching old movies. Like, I'm sure I've talked about this on mic before, but one of my... That's cute.
Your hat.
You'll be fine. One of the things that I thought was really, you know, the original King Kong is, you know, I love all the King Kong movies, but historically, Kong movies have not had great, not handled race super well.
Not great.
Nah. Oh, I thought he was sleeping.
Just give me some money, that's cool.
Yeah. Want to fuse kinstones? I mean, you should be trying to, you know,
Save
restore the
the
princess.
princess,
But, sure.
Sure.
I'll give you money.
You got any Pokemon cards while we're at it? Like, let's go.
I really am. I'm looking for a shiny Charizard. Do those exist?
So lonely.
They fit perfectly.
Excruciatingly so.
Anyway, and that's just something you kind of have to reconcile. It's gotten better over the years, except for that bit in 2005 where they kind of wound up accidentally making it worse. I mean, they tried to be multicultural with the crew, but then and conceptually the idea of the natives being like, Shmeoop! Shmeoop! How that doorway glows! What are you talking about? Get away from me.
Get off of my head.
Get it off. Anyway, I mean, you know, I've said it all before. I mean, we had a giant episode where we talked about that extensively. Whoa! Whoa! Uh-oh. Interesting. Yeah. Sometimes you have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You take the good, you take the bad.
You
How's
cry
that go?
yourself to sleep. You know.
Cool.
You know that saying.
Yeah, that's the one.
That old nugget.
That old chestnut. Whoa! What is it? It's the silver white sword.
It's a new sword with a new power.
Earth and fire! Fusing your blade, it shoots burning rocks!
Neat.
That'd be awesome. Actually, kind of dope.
Dangerous.
That's it. That read our tower. Feel your sword power and walk over the glowing tile. Welcome for that. Whoa!
Now there's two of me.
Oh God.
No.
No. No. No. Whee! Oh. Nice. Oh, that's oh no.
So that's a new power we have.
Oh, it's so weird and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yay! So I can do that.
All
now.
right. I'm 2 people now.
Oh. Weird.
What do they say in Dragon Ball Abridged? I'm 2 guys now. I still love that. Dragon Ball's weird.
Yeah, sure fucking is, huh?
I loved it.
I love.
I did see that Broly movie.
Oh, did you now?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The last person I expected to find here.
I mean, that's rude. Who did you expect to find here?
Jesus.
It's a small town.
And I just was wondering how could something shut up. I find my old master.
Weird.
What? Oh!
How'd you do that?
That was cool.
I want to do that.
How did you do that?
Hey, both of you, shut up! I want to know how to do that.
And as always, you are dressed in the shabbiest of rags. Wow.
Well, that's rather religious.
Cool.
Kind of classist of you.
Sorry. My curses are not to be mocked. The one I cast on you is most powerful.
I mean, you turned him into a hat.
Is it powerful or is it stupid?
Is that the most powerful?
No matter what power you wield, you will never break it.
You haven't changed in the slightest. You're still not a generous lover.
Purple fuck.
Oh, that too. I should never have created that cap. It only fueled your insane desires. I used to run a haberdashery.
The story of Versace is weird.
Fool! A hat that grants the wishes of its wearer is a spectacular creation.
Why would you make that? Secondly, why is it a hat? Like, of all things.
Well, it's practical. It goes on your head. Thanks to you, I have gone from being a meek, minuscule nothing to the greatest sorcerer alive. Meh!
Also debatable.
You cannot stop me now, and I have you to thank for it. Accept a small gesture of gratitude from me. Whoa.
Wait, Vati, wait!
Was the gesture of gratitude just you leaving?
Because I will take it.
I'll take it, but like...
Won't look to gift horse in this. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Ah,
Hello.
Mabrons.
Merbers.
Merbers.
Merbles.
Bobbles. Oh. Oh no, they're so difficult to fight. No, not
I
that.
murdered them.
Could have just...
I'm 12.
That foul Vati! Snub! I feel I owe you an explanation.
Yeah,
of what
possibly.
happened. You see, Vati and I are both Minish.
You're a fucking rat!
Get off my head, get off my head!
You have diseases!
Ew, ew, ew. Wait, are you the rat from Ratatouille?
Because he's
'Cause
adorable.
then you can stay.
I was once a famous sage and a renowned Minish craftsman.
Uh-huh.
Vati was only a boy when I took him on as my apprentice. A delicious, supple young boy.
You're going to eat him.
But then he became enchanted by the wickedness of the hearts of men.
I don't know, everybody seems pretty chill here.
Seems like you're putting an awful lot of blame on, well, people you don't know.
One day, Vati took a hat I made for the humans. My pride and joy. I mean, he was tiny, so it was like a swimming pool on his head.
Yeah, like, was this just a giant hat on him, or was this just a small hat?
He just crawled under it like one of those giant parachutes you use at like the summer camp.
Or was this just gonna be a hat that you give a human, they're like, thanks.
Cool. I don't wear hats.
Put it on my pinky? Like, what do you want?
That's
from
really
me?
confusing.
It granted the wishes of its wearer. He put it on without permission.
Hey, no, I'm gonna need you back up to the hat thing.
Yeah, why would you make that?
Yeah.
It just sounds like something that would be abused.
What was the idea? Wait, no, hold on. on! You just said that Vati was turned to darkness by the wickedness in human's heart, and y'all were gonna give us a magic hat that grants us wishes? This sounds like a you problem.
Wait, he said they were both Minish, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, anyway. Put it on without permission.
You just said that we were like
Oh
wicked
my
and
God.
evil, and you were gonna make us a magic hat that grants...
Rebekah, we need to move on.
You're full of bad ideas.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
So
well,
yeah,
no, that's like... Oh, that is a Minish.
It's a shitty tiny hat.
Oh, look at him, he's so cute!
It's rather cute. He has a very purple
Fatty,
style, though.
what are you doing here? There. Everywhere.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, what a vile form you've taken.
An adult?
A man! A strong man.
What is a man?
Miserable pile of secrets.
Vile, I am a sorcerer now, and my power is beyond compare.
Boy, that 2-second puberty was weird.
My balls!
I felt a lot of things real fast.
Girls, boys, I don't know. All I know is that it won't go down. No longer will I tire as your apprentice. Tire away. Shut up. Now all shall call me Master.
I mean, if you're into that, you don't need a hat to do that.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, there's places you can go.
There's people who want to do that.
Sure.
Why, Vati? What are you plotting? Plotty? I'm gonna call you Plotty.
This year, on the day that comes but once a century, the portal opens. Oh, wow, so this like just happened.
Yeah.
And when it does, I shall claim the light force as my own. I will be transformed, perfect, and there will be none who can stop me. Stop me. Whoa, 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 whoa! No! Yeah!
Well, you sure didn't have a safeguard for this shitty idea you had.
No, he did not.
No!
Tell me, how does it feel, my sorcerer's curse?
I don't have a dick anymore, so like...
That's 1 point down. I mean, do you see, Eslo? I am truly your master now, and you cannot stop me. And with that, I must be leaving.
Bye.
Bye. I like, he's just like,
Well,
You
this
know
is not ideal.
the legends, of course.
the gifts of Picori gave to... Just go to the next one.
Alright.
What you call the Picori Blade was the first of those gifts. The second? Well, you call it Light Force, but it is a source of limitless magical power. Also a bad idea.
Yeah, it seems like you're not good at giving sensible gifts.
If Vati were to get it now, it would be devastating.
You know, some of us just like scarves that don't have magical powers.
Chocolate?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, money. Money's good.
Yeah, money's real good.
Cash gift?
Do y'all guys make gift cards?
Oh, yeah. Starbucks.
Yeah.
Tasty.
I came to the world of men hoping to stop Vati, and I met you in the woods.
How did you come to the world of men? Did you just... Oh, that's right. He can hop around.
Yeah. How did you get
He went through the
big?
stump.
Oh, okay.
But it seems we won't be breaking the curse on me anytime soon. Still got no dick.
Nope.
However, with the Sacred Blade, we
Fairness,
can...
you earned this one a little bit. Like a little bit,
Yeah.
you did.
Restore Princess Zelda. I know. Just fucking stop. I'm sorry. All that happened has been due to my own pride. My folly!
Well, you admitted it.
The folly of man! I must rely on you, on your power, until we put an end to Vati.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of that 5-year-old.
I'm gonna stab him in...
It's always good.
So aggressive.
Well, schmoop, enough fairy tales. My special next element.
Right.
Anyway,
So anyway,
next time,
next time.
we are going to stab a child.
Probably.
That's what I do.
It might just be Link. He might accidentally stab himself.
Not a sharp one, that kid.
No.